welcome to Super Bill. So my name's Sarah, thanks for joining me today. It is day 6 of Vlogmas, and today I'm off up to London to do some carol singing, so that's why I'm a bit more glam than usual. I'll try and take you with me for as much as I can. Yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Good evening, everybody. I hope you've had a good day. I have just finished having dinner with Nate and finished off my embroidery, which you will have just seen a clip of. This is all present here. It was quite a straightforward one today. I think it's, again, I never know how well you can actually see it on here, but it's cute. And tomorrow, I've set it up already, it's going to be the sleigh tomorrow, so that'll be nice for day 7. Yeah, I had a nice day caroling. I was a bit stressed about it, obviously, because I've not been very well, but it actually worked out quite nicely because I was supposed to be singing sop, and there was an alto who was not there. So I was like, well, I could just sing alto. So I just sight read and sang the alto part, but it was actually a lot easier. It was a lot of carols. It's one of those things where carols all on their own are quite easy to sing, but when you're singing them back to back and you're doing the sop part and it's super, super high, it's actually like a hard slog. I'm always a bit hoarse afterwards, which is not good. So no, that was fun. It was in Canary Wharf, so you'll have seen a little clip. So I do that gig actually pretty much every year. I've done it for probably 6 or 7 years at a law firm in Canary Wharf. And we go, and it's sort of changed, but it was really good fun today. There'll be some pro singers there, so there are 8 of us professional singers, and then we do some stuff by ourselves, and then the law firm's their own choir then joins us for some numbers as well, and then there are like the normal sing-along congregational ones. I don't know what's your favourite Christmas carol? I quite like doing Ding Dong Merrily on High. It can be a bit chaotic, but I do quite like that one. And I Come All Ye Faithful, absolute classic. Yeah, but I do, by the time I've got a lot of carol services in the next couple of weeks, plus all the rehearsals for the carol services. So by the time I get to Christmas, normally I'm a bit over the carol services. But no, it was a nice day, really nice day. And then I came home, I saw Nala, and I did some house bits. I stopped in the paper chase at Waterloo Station to pick up some Christmas cards. I thought these were very cute, little doggies on. Yeah, so good day. I hope everyone else had a good day as well. Obviously haven't done really any sewing apart from finishing my embroidery. I've just not had time. I'm hoping to do some tomorrow morning. So yeah, I thought we could maybe just have some general chit chat this evening. I've noticed my videos are getting sort of shorter and shorter as things get more busy, so I'm going to try and make sure that doesn't go on until there's like 20 seconds of footage or something. So yeah. So the main things I was going to talk about, really, one was about the advent calendars. Now, I was sure I would be getting FOMO, but I have to be honest, I've really not been yet. I've watched a few videos. I have a couple of people who I watch each day, but I think that's the other thing. It's made me think about Vlogmas, so I'm glad to be doing it this year. I don't know if I'd do it next year, because actually, now that I'm watching it, it's like everyone's sort of got the same calendars, everyone's sort of, do you know what I mean? It's like, and I think people get a bit of fatigue because there are so many videos to watch. So I might stick to, like, next year I might just stick to doing like my usual weekly videos, but I mean, we'll see. But yeah, so I've had a couple of people. On the first day, I watched like every Vlogmas, and now I've got a couple of ones I watch regularly just to see what's in the calendars. And yeah, I have to say, so far, I've not been massively like feeling the FOMO, whereas last year I didn't get Kylie in the Machine one initially, and then I saw people start to open theirs, and I was like, oh, I really want one, and then I managed to get one that was a bit discounted. But this year I'm actually feeling kind of pleased that I didn't, because I really almost tried to get the money together to get the Fabric Godmother one. But again, there have been some cute things in there, but actually most of the stuff is stuff I've already got or I've got a version of. They did give away, I think it was the Kate, oh, what's it called? Kate Eva Designs Pizza Bow bag, which is a really cute little bag, great for scraps. But I've made it before, and I have the pattern already. So, yeah. So I'm sure there's loads of time to come, isn't there? But I am pleasantly surprised that actually, at the moment, I'm feeling like glad that I didn't spend the money, because that then meant that I could buy that Fabric Godmother fabric that I showed you yesterday. And a couple of other bits I've bought, which are really specifically things that I wanted, rather than, you know, hoping that you'll get something that you love. Yeah, let me know how you feel about that. I don't know if there's anything you've seen. I think the one I've seen that has the most interesting stuff and has been the Beyond the Pink Door one. But yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd also show you another one of the gifts I made last year. So I made this little pig for my grandma. Now, this might seem like a weird gift, but she like collects pigs. So not real pigs. She has like models and soft toys and like little statues and like just of pigs. Um, and I think it's really hard to know what to get someone, because she downsized from like a bigger house and now she lives by herself, and she's got this little house, and you just think like she's sort of got everything she wants. And in terms of clothes, she refused to give me her measurements. So then I was a bit, and I made her for her 70th birthday, I made her a like a robe, like a silk robe, and it was too small, because I just sort of had to guess on the measurements. I mean, she could put it on, but obviously you want it to be a bit oversized, and it sort of wasn't. It was like fitted, and so she wouldn't give me measurements. So it needs to be something that I didn't need to have measurements for, and something that was sort of that wouldn't take up loads of space. So I decided to make her a pig. So I got this pattern on Etsy. I think the design was like Xanthi Patterns or something. I'll put it down below. And this is great, as it's the first time I've made something like this, like a 3D sort of model. And there were new skills, but it was doable for a beginner. Uses loads of scraps, so all of the fabric I used, everything was scraps, and then you stuff it with scraps, like literally with the tiniest, you know, those annoying little scraps that you don't know what to do with. You just stuff it, so that it's a really, really perfect scrap buster, and she loved it. She has it on display in her house proudly. My grandma was an amazing seamstress. She was evacuated to live with a seamstress in World War II, and so she's got really like, I mean, top level hand sewing skills, like really, really good. She's got like a lovely old Singer sewing machine, one of the original ones, and a button collection that she says I'm apparently going to inherit one day. So I've got a lot of buttons coming my way one day. I don't know what I'll do, that many buttons, but she showed me, and she's got a really beautiful collection of really lovely things. And I think she's really enjoyed me learning to sew, actually, because I only learnt in the last couple of years. She has a load of grandsons, and then she has me, and then my cousin, who's a girl who is like quite a bit younger, I think, what, 13 years younger than me or something. So and I think she sort of is pleased that someone has shown an interest in sewing and dressmaking. So because then when I go around, she'll be like, oh, I want to show you this, I want to show you this. It's really nice. So yeah, so I made her the little pig, and it was really cute. So if you're not sure about these funny things, because I literally was like, is there even a design for this? And I just searched like stuffed pig pattern, sewing pattern or whatever. And the stuff on Etsy, there are patterns for literally anything and everything. And often like brands that you might not know. So it's quite a good way to sort of find slightly more niche patterns and stuff. So that was one I made last year. And as I said, it's a really good scrap buster. So yeah, great. Loved it. I was thinking, was there something else I was going to talk to you about today? No, can't remember. So, oh, I know, it was the coat. So, I'm at this point with the coat where it's so almost finished, but I don't really understand the steps for the last bit of connecting the lining to the hem and connecting the lining at the sleeve, like the sleeve hem, I guess you call it. And you know, it's one of those things, I don't know if anyone else has this, but I've read the instructions like over and over again, and it's just like not going in. It's just not going in how it fit. And I'm looking at it like, I can't work out how this works. And I really don't want to ruin, because the coat is so beautiful, honestly. I think I'm just scared that I'm going to mess it up. So I'm at this point where I'm like, I've just sort of stopped progressing. And it's giving me a bit of a headache, but I really want to get it finished. I think it's just a nice Christmassy coat, but also we're going with a couple of friends of mine to the Ritz a couple of days before Christmas for a dinner dance. And I think I'm going to wear this dress that I made as a bridesmaid's dress. I was going to make a dress, but I thought, you know what, my bridesmaid's dress has only had one outing, and it would work really nicely, and it's the same colour as my ring. And it's just, I think it will go with a nice like vintagey style. But I want the coat to wear over the top, so yeah, I need to get it finished. But does anyone else have that? Like, you get to a point where it's just like, I cannot get my head around it, and there are moments where I'm like, just budget, just make up how you think it should be finished. But I know I'm going to regret that because so much work has gone into it. I don't know, maybe I have to email Sophie and be like, I do not understand how this is supposed to work. But I contacted them about something else, about shoulder pads, and they said I could, because basically it just says shoulder pads, and then I googled shoulder pads and it said these different types, and I didn't know which type I needed. And then I asked them at the knitting and stitching show, and they sort of said, oh, you can buy them on our website. And I went home and there were no shoulder pads on their website. So I think with all those sorts of things, it's like you sort of have to talk to the right person to get the answers. So you need to, someone will really know about all the notions and stuff on the website, and someone will really know exactly all of the steps of the Vivian coat, but other people might not have worked on it. So yeah, I just want to suss it out. I just want to have the coat, and it's so close. But it's just so close, but it's just those last steps. And the hem has this split at the back as well. So it's like once I attach at the bottom, then I'm thinking like, well, how do I attach it to the split facing? And it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. But I'm probably just being dense. I don't know, but that's the latest thing. So tomorrow morning I've got the morning off. And I'm thinking, do I spend the morning with the coat? In which case I know I'll probably spend the whole morning like pinning and trying this and trying that and whatever, and probably not get that much done. Or do I just try and like sew up something speedy? Not sure. Anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at with everything. So it's a bit of a sort of chit-chatty one today, just like a bit random. Yeah, tomorrow, as I said, I've got the morning off, so I'll do some sewing in the morning, and then I'll be teaching all afternoon and evening. I go over to my parents' house in southwest London, and I teach there. So when we moved a couple of years ago, I still retained about 2 days worth. Well, I had more, but I've sort of got it down to 2 days worth now. There's students there so I go back twice a week to teach there, which is really nice. It's not that far, 40-minute drive or something. And they're just students I've had for a long time, a lot of them, so you want to sort of see them through. And we're coming to the last like week and a half of lessons, so it'll be really nice to see everybody. But yeah, so that is where I'm at for tomorrow. Thursday is another boring teaching day. It then picks up a little bit, some more like sort of social things, some more Christmassy things. But yeah, I'm just in the last days of the teaching bit for now. Next week, loads of carol services. And then the week after that, I've got like a solo concert that I need to learn the music for. And some really fun social things, some really Christmassy social things. So, and hopefully some sewing in between. Anyway, that's my update. This will definitely be longer than yesterday, so I rambled on a bit there. I'm also still waiting on a few deliveries. So my Fabrics one is just nowhere to be seen. Haven't had an update. Don't know where that is. And I'm waiting for one from Jenny Stitches as well. So yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, everybody. I hope you had a good day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Okay, bye.